For a long time in my adult life, I thought there was something wrong with me because, being raised in the black church and the black people being very expressive when it talks about their testimony. And, when I was a kid, I'd listen to people talk about how the Lord came into their life. They felt the white light come and they felt warm all over and all this stuff, So I was expecting that to happen to me. And it never happened. So for a while, I thought I was rejected, by God, because I didn't get warm and fuzzy, or the light didn't knock me down like it knocked Paul down off, down the road. So as I said, I thought I was rejected. And how God came into my life, it's really a strange story, because my mom had just passed away and I was going through a rough year. I call it my year of darkness. And I was doing drugs and womanizing and all this kind of stuff. And whenever I got high, he would talk to me, but I was angry with him because he allowed my mom to pass away. So I didn't want to speak. I wanted to be out. I didn't want to talk to him. And it seems like every time I was trying to get high and just not feel anything, that's when he would talk to me. And so I'd get into these arguments. Look, man, I don't want to talk to you, man. Leave me alone. You had your chance, as far as I'm concerned. You had your chance to save my mom, and you chose not to save her. So I'm through with you, And one particular time, he asked me, "Why are you angry with me?" And I just went off on him. I'm going to tell you why I'm angry. I laid it out step by step. You killed my mom, this, that, and the other thing. So he said to me, so let me get this right. You're angry with me because I brought your mom home. I said, yeah. So you're angry with me because I took your mom from you. I said, duh. He says, son, I'm the one who gave it to you in the first place. And I wanted to have a good response, a snappy response, and I had nothing. And I like to tell you that the light came on in my head and my whole life changed, but it didn't. I still went further down. I still hadn't hit bottom. About 6 months later, I hit bottom. But I never forgot what he said to me 6 months earlier. And that lets me know that no matter what I'm going through, when I get through going through my emotional crap, he'd be there waiting on me. Yeah. So I bottomed out. I got into rehab. And I had planned on staying in rehab for a year. That was my goal. Get all the tools I need to stay clean for the rest of my life. I lasted less than 30 days. They kicked me out. Then they hired me. They didn't kick me out because I was doing anything wrong. They kicked me out because they said they'd never seen anyone more focused on staying clean than me. So they said, someone else needs that bed. You don't need that bed. And by the way, we'd like to hire you. So they kicked me out and then they hired me. And during the course of the time, as months went by, I decided to ask God one more time. I asked him, because I was in Detroit at the time. Let me say that. I was in Detroit. And I asked him if it was okay. I asked him humbly. See, I learned. I said, Lord, if it's all right with you, I'd like to go back to Paso Robles, California. And I simply was patient enough to wait. I continued getting up. I continued working, going to school, doing all the things I was supposed to do, staying in the Word. And about a year later, he said, okay, you can go back now. And he made a way for me to come back.